Today I'm going to just showcase some of my pre-war O-gauge American Flyer. Again, I'm strictly, I'm a 90% post-war guy. I even had an aversion to pre-war engines at one point in time, and then I started to get into the Lionel pre-war, and I find that those engines, they just run so smooth, and they do have their own characteristics, and they're all positive. So I do like I've been won over by the pre-war engines and how great they run, and I figured, okay, let me just see what American Flyer had to offer. Now, I have to tell you right up front, I don't know all that much about American Flyer. It's mechanically, they have the similar E-units, different company, different way of doing things. Just show you what I have. This particular engine here, I don't even know the number of what it is. It had, one of the unique features of this unit is it had a automatic bell when it went around the track. Unfortunately, on this model, the spur gear that activated the bell unit would lock up, so I had to disable that. So what I have with this train, though, this one's unrestored. These have the post and hole latches. They got modernized in the next evolution. So, but here we have a lumber car. I don't even know if I have numbers on these. The numbers are underneath them. Then we have a box car. Same. This is all tin plate. There's doors that'll open and close. This is one of the more unique cars they have. It's a Borden's milk car. They're actually kind of hard to find in good shape like this one. And then we have the standard tank car, and they were all labeled the same. You have the numbers underneath of them, and then you just had American Flyer number plates, and sometimes they used decals. So, and then we have a American Flyer caboose that lights up, and we'll go ahead and run her around the track. So one of the things I've noticed with American Flyer, at least if you try to buy it online or whatever, for whatever reason, usually sell the engines separate from the tenders. So where this engine has the latch coupler, I was also able to pick up this tender, which I can switch out for the later series of cars. And this has the hook mechanism that was a lot easier to use than the tin ones. So what I'll do next is I have one other American Flyer set that I put together, and that one has all of the latch couplers, and I'll bring that one out. So this is the second American Flyer engine I have. This one here I did restore, so this one has been repainted. I was able to keep all the original stuff and polish what I could. This engine has this huge E-unit stick that sticks out, so pull it up, it goes forward, push it down, it goes backwards. The other engine has the same mechanism, but the lever is underneath. So this is another tender car, and so here we have the other latch mechanism, and we have a tin boxcar, another version of the lumber car, a shell tanker, and another lit up caboose. Go ahead and run this one. This engine runs a little smoother than the other one. American Flyer engines, even though the couplers changed, they still kept the post latch on the front of their locomotives. And I do have some, I have 2 passenger car sets I can show. I'll do that, and that'll conclude my American Flyer collection. I mean, it's very neat trains. These are probably trains that I'll run on my intersection of my layout once I get that all finished. It's just a different era and different manufacturer, and they have their own little place. I believe these are also 1938 engines. Again, I am not sure. Feel free to comment about anything you know about any of these cars. I have no reference material on American Flyer. I just pick it up because I think it looked neat, and get it back up and lube them up and get them on the track. So this is the first passenger set. This is actually the first time I've ever even had it on the track. I bought this set in York probably about 2 years ago, and it's never been on, never had it on the track. I'm going to see how it runs now. But these are blue. I guess they're labeled Golden State cars, American Flyer. No numbers that I'm aware of. So here's a combo car, a Pullman, and an observation. Observation has a doorway in the back. They're clean, and see if I regret not wiring and not oiling up the wheels, but we'll see what happens. American Flyer cars have this neat, it's like a heavy vinyl frill on the back of their passenger sets. Oh, light up, that's good. Okay, so here's take 2. Going through the switch, we had a derailment there. Looking at the car, there was way too much tension on the pickup roller, so I adjusted that, and I'll show you what that's all about. So these pickups right here, the spring tension is this thing, and it was way too tight, so when the roller went over the switch, the back tires of the cars popped up and it derailed. So I'll get this one back on the track and we'll go ahead and send it around. All right, here we go. Try again. Alright, and I have one more set to show. Alright, so here's my final set. This set was the first set of American Flyer cars I ever bought. I didn't know what I was getting into. I just bought these because I was astonished at how clean and how shiny the paint still was. They're all original. So this 3-car set had 2 Pullmans and an observation, and these are just marked American Flyer lines, and the same kind of setup with the observation with the frilly plastic on the back. I assume these cars are newer than the other. I'll just do a little comparison here. The blue cars, they just seem like an earlier production run the way they were set up, but it looks like the frames are all the same. One thing I noticed about American Flyer, and I don't know if that's how you date them, the blue cars had the black trucks, and the same thing goes when I was running those freight sets. The first set that I ran had the black trucks on them, and then the ones with the hook and latch, the plastic ones, those had gray side trucks. So the green cars have the gray sided trucks. So I don't know if that's how you date them or how the deal was. The other thing was on the green cars they added the water tanks, which on this are red. So not really sure about how that works. Again, if you know, leave me a message. That's the extent of my pre-war American Flyer. Drop me your thoughts. Feel free to educate me on anything you can add. The only reason I even picked up the blue ones is I had the little blue comet theme going on when I was walking around at York that year, and I said, well, even American Flyer made blue cars, so I picked them up there. The blue set was relatively inexpensive. The green set I paid a little more for because they're just, to me, they're in exceptional shape. But drop me some notes. Educate me on these because I'm by no way an American Flyer expert.